Yes, it's summertime and the living is, well, as easy, but as easy as it can get, I suppose. Wander around in t-shirt and shorts and no shoes half the time. Uh, Running away from the rain, getting a lot of rain right here. But it's lovely to be in the midst of all these blossoming shrubs and trees and flowers. So, a warm summer welcome from WordofGord, wherever you are, and I hope you're enjoying your summer too. I've taken a short break this last month or so, and I'm now raring to go and have lots to talk about. Very recently, I came across the new book by James van Praagh, one of America's most prominent spiritual mediums. This one is called Unfinished Business. I've enjoyed his books through the years, and it's always interesting to see where his experiences coincides with some of mine. And I was intrigued in this book to notice a small remark he made about doing a group meditation reading in a hotel meeting room in Reno, Nevada. And he had to walk through the gambling area to get there. And he spoke immediately of his sense of the large number of earthbound spirits that were obsessing or close to obsessing the people playing the slot machines. And it reminded me of how much I spoke of that in my first book, Eternal Life and How to Enjoy It, from a number of years ago. And I spoke there about my many experiences out of body of discovering earthbound spirits in many, many places, large sports arenas, churches, cathedrals, shopping malls, funeral homes, racetracks with gambling, brothels, drug dens of various sorts, stock exchanges. Oh yes, they're everywhere. If they have an overpowering need to continue with their obsessive desires, that's where they'll be stuck there, not realizing or not even wanting to move on. It's a sad situation, but it's one that we have to live with on this planet, since our physical plane generates so many desires. Now, another thing in Van Praagh's new book was some stories of spirits with past life karma from various wartime experiences. And since I mentioned this in my Columbine Annniversary video with the shooters and their past life Vietnam experience, I thought it might be useful for you to hear this. Perhaps some of you think this is unusual. Well, it's not. It's very common that people who, not just people who engage in violent activity in this life, but many types of people are reincarnated from recent lives as soldiers in Vietnam, soldiers in Korea, soldiers, airmen in World War II. I've come across many souls who have memories of dying in fighter planes in World War II, both British, American, German, and Japanese. They don't always recognize them as memories. Sometimes they feel they're just repetitive dreams, but if you work on it with them, they will come to see that it is a memory. Now, in Van Praagh's new book, he talks about three mothers that come to see him, and he very quickly sees the passed over son of one of them standing behind her, wishing to communicate. And this is how he describes it. One boy speaking for the other three boys who passed together in a very bad car accident where the car exploded into flames and they were turned to ashes, basically. I asked the boys for clarification about the karma that had to be repaid. Your sons are telling me that they served together in the Vietnam War before this incarnation. This was probably in the late 1960s. Now I am getting a picture of a full moon. I see. This took place during the Chinese New Year. The three soldiers were riding around in their jeep looking for gooks, they are saying. They were all drunk from celebrating. They found a man and woman, a husband and wife, hiding in a car. The three soldiers jumped out of their jeep and taunted the couple, calling them names. Then they began shooting at the car, and the vehicle went up in flames. The two people were trapped inside. Oh my God, the three of them just stood by and watched the couple die in the fire. I had to take a few minutes to digest everything that was being shown to me. The rest of the crowd sat silently. It was an unbelievably horrible picture. The three mothers were all crying as they heard how cruel their sons had been in another life. I turned to the mothers and said, there really are no accidents. The car accident in this life was not the fault of the two girls in the other car. Thankfully, those girls did not even sustain a scratch. So, that's fairly plain. And I would just add to that there are many other cases like that in psychics' casebooks, mine included. These are not uncommon experiences, and many people, upon coming for counseling or regression services, come across such things. Traumatic as they are, they have to be dealt with. And once they're dealt with, one can resume a fairly normal life once one confronts one's guilt and forgives oneself. The forgiving, of course, is, as all you Christians know, very important. Important in the extreme. There's nothing more important than self-forgiveness and self-love. You can't love others until you love yourself, and you can't love yourself until you forgive yourself. As the singer Annette Peacock sang in a great song on the Bill Bruford album, forgive yourself. It's a long road ahead. How right she was. Anyway, that's my little addition to the Columbine Anniversary retrieval video. Thought some of you would be interested in hearing these things. And now that my little summer vacation is over and I'm raring to go, there'll be some more videos in the next couple of weeks. Feel quite keen to communicate perhaps the blooming of all these flowers and shrubs and trees have inspired me. I certainly need to get over the sore knees and arthritic hands that I've developed from all that digging up of sod that I've been doing out in the backyard this past month or so, preparing the ground for the flowers and shrubs. So, that's about all for now, and I wish you all much love and happiness in your lives, and we'll be communicating again soon. And until then, be well, smile on your neighbor. That's a line from a song, isn't it? I think so. Youngbloods, yes? Got to be.